Oh, yes, indeed. The HDFNL Netty show. We are raring to go every week. We do it. In fact, I would think Cindy Clarkson for the Heathcote District Football Netball League board, we would be one of the only ones. You look like you're sitting in a little chair there, by the way. Is there any way you can sit up a little higher? Do you see that Ben McCreary's iPhone down there, Anthea? Yes, go up higher. Up, I don't know what you're doing. You're sitting.
Me?
No, not you.
Me?
Cindy. She
Oh,
looks like she's sitting
I've
on a
got
little
a,
chair. A little
a
girl.
new environment today, so thanks for
Ah.
observing. Hello, Cogho. Hi, Anne. How are you?
hi, Cindy. Good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah,
Anthony,
really good,
Anthea
thank you.
McCleary. Is that what I'm going with today? Anthea McCleary.
Yeah, go with that.
Done. The lady who loves feeding the camels at Mount Pleasant. And we have a special guest coming up soon, which we'll introduce once we get there. Big weekend of Netty. Cindy, you like to go through the games. Make sure you pause after each one so we can have a chat about it.
Absolutely, sure can. Yeah, let me bring them up. I've got. So round 12 results was, let's start with Mount Pleasant, had a big day. 94 goals against LBU 34 goals. So a 60 goal win, Anne. That's incredible.
Yeah, it was a good showing by our A grade girls. Lockie, yeah, we found them hard to shake in the first half of our first meet with them earlier in the year. So it was a bit of a goal of ours to get out there and have a good start, which we were able to do. And we had the best seven on the weekend, which sometimes is a bit of a blessing because we didn't have to make changes. The girls were just able to settle in their positions and put the foot down and, yeah, got a nice big score, which was good.
Mm.
Yeah,
Really
well,
good. Yeah, I watched LBU the week before and I was quite impressed with them, but I think it is a matter of getting the turnovers, goals going in. So they did certainly swap things around in a few positions and tried a few things that worked and then they changed again. So yeah, did
Yeah.
they stay with the straight seven or did some changes?
No, they had quite a few changes going on. But yeah, I think they've got a lot of talent in that team. And I think, perhaps they might be leaving their run a little bit late this year. But I reckon next year we'll see them really pushing into final. They've got some talent within their team.
I could see that as well. And their positive attitude on the court was remarkable.
I was going to
Yeah.
say, as long as they're not too distraught by your team flogging them for 60 goals, Anthea, you could have at least changed the team around towards the end. God.
No, they kept fighting Lockie, and yeah, there seemed to be good team morale, which I think is always an indicator for success down the track. And I think if they stick with it, there's lots of promising signs within that group.
No, that's fair enough
Okay.
too. Yeah, it's a hard one, isn't it? When you get beaten, you just got to suck it up and try and learn from it.
Yes. Yep.
The next game was at White Hills. White Hills played Colbert Abbon and another big goal throwing day. White Hills was 36 to Colbo 80. So 44 goal win there to Colbo. Same again, I saw White Hills play LBU and yeah, I quite liked a lot of the moves that Al does in there and she likes to try different things as well. So I'd be keen how their defensive end went there to get them to keep them at 80, I guess.
Yeah, I was perhaps expecting that one to be a little bit closer, 1v3, but I have heard White Hills have got quite a few injuries at the moment, so that doesn't help the situation at this time of the year when you're trying to juggle injuries. But yeah, 36, still a good number to score against Colbo.
Agree.
Jen's,
The next game.
sorry, Jen's brought out the big guns this week. So you got North Bendigo got way too close last week. Which no, can't have that. Just got to go out and make it happen again.
Yeah, probably the case as well.
Yeah. And Heathcote hosted Huntley. So Heathcote scored 36 goals and Huntley 56 goals. So yeah, a 20 goal win there to Huntley, which I'm sure Kim and Ash were happy with that win. But yeah, I haven't seen Heathcote for a little while, but I did actually see when they played Huntley in the first half of the round. And yeah, I thought they might have got closer as well in the second half.
I think that isn't it trouble though, Anth, for Heathcote if you know, you are where you are, but if you lose one or two players or someone gets sick or whatever, then that's your depth is not huge, is it? So it makes it a battle.
Yeah, I always sort of say that about netball. You can look at it as a positive or a negative. When you've only got 7 on the court, you really only need, you know, a couple of good players to really change things in a positive way for you, but lose 1 or 2 and you can drop back pretty quickly as well. So, I think it's generally the second round of the season where you sort of start to get a good idea of where people are really at, because that's when, you know, we're dealing with injuries and shuffling players around and that sort of thing.
Can I just throw a question in there? And this is a question for you, Cindy, in regards to the ladder. Oh, no, sorry, go through the games and ask at the end, because I want to ask Anthea a question about the ladder.
Last game is North hosted to Elmore, and Elmore took the win, 37 goals to 36. So
wow,
a 1-goal win to Elmore, which I'm sure Adam and the team were very pleased. And I went and watched this game and was very impressed. It was goal for goal for most of the game, that's for sure. And no one actually got a break, and Elmore got that last goal, and North unfortunately didn't get it down their end again in the last couple of minutes. So that's
is it a case of last week we were pumping up North because they did well against Colbo. Is it a case of going into this game going, well, hang on, we're pretty good, we got pretty close to Colbo, and just backing off a little bit? Anthea, do you think?
Maybe, who knows? Because I was quite surprised by that one as well. North, to push Colbo like they did. They've obviously got the talent within their team, and I think they would have been really disappointed to lose that one. So not sure what the situation was there, but again, it's been 8 weeks since they would have seen Elmore, and they've got a good coach. There would have been a lot of improvement happen in those 8 weeks as well, I'm sure.
Yes, as you can see, Shelby's trying very, very hard to get onto our show, and we'll just let Shelby do what she does, and she's about there. And now she's smiling at us and needs to put her mic on and turn her camera around, and we're laughing. Is that the end of the games there?
Yeah, Leachy Gunny had the bye, so Elmore is on 6th position, and North still on 4th after the weekend. Hi, Shel. We've just been through the.
Oh, hello, Shel.
Going?
Hey, Shel, can you turn
I'm on my phone.
Yeah, that's all right.
Tablet's not working, laptop's not working.
That's okay. We're live now, so don't swear. Can you swing your phone around so we can see all of your lovely face, please? Just turn your phone around. That's it. There's Shelby. We want to see all of you. Don't want to see a little bit, of, whatever. Thanks for joining us, Shelby.
All of them.
Yeah,
I'm
just keep that.
Trying to figure out where to sit it. There
that's fine. Just keep doing that. I'm getting dizzy. Anthea, who's the top? Sorry, Cindy, who's the top team in A reserve on your ladder there?
Who's the top team in A reserve?
Yeah,
I won't guess, but let me bring that up.
Is it
Anthea? Probably knows.
Anthea, is it you?
I think it's Colbo.
Yeah, where are you?
Colbo.
I think we're second.
Second.
All right, that's it. That lines it up then.
And you beat them on the weekend, Ed?
White Hills bet Colbo in Acres by 1.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yes.
So the question I have for you, Anthea, is if your A grade right now from the weekend played your A reserve, how much would your A grade win by?
Good question. I don't know, but it wouldn't be
ballpark figure.
I could get in trouble. I don't know, maybe 20 goals.
Would you say 20?
Perhaps.
Okay.
I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. I'm just trying to work out between the A grade and the A reserve, what the difference is with standard, because there's a lot of girls that come from A reserve and look pretty comfy in the A grade. That's all. I just wanted to know whether there was that big gap.
Definitely. And look, I think particularly our A res this year, we've got 4 of our A graders from last year running around in A res, and that was an A grade team that played in the grand final. So, we do have a strong A res side, and White Hills, some of their A graders from last year are in their A res. So yeah, there's some
Yeah.
strong A res sides, that's for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Shelby, how are you going? You good?
Yeah,
Good.
pretty much.
Are you still notice that Anthea Bolden, because she knows him about, how did it feel when Anthea's team just, they got into you on the weekend, they just said, bugger Lockington, we're going to beat them by a lot. How are you feeling about that?
They played well. They deserved to beat us, really. So, very well drilled team. Playing Cogho this week coming, I think, which will be a very interesting match. I think they've improved a lot in the 9 weeks since we played them last. We played better the first time we played them, but they have still improved out of sight. So, yeah, just too good, too tall. And yeah, that's about what it comes down to, really. They shot impeccably. Our defenders do a good job for their height, but they could afford to be a foot taller against most of the tall shooters in like your Mounts and your White Hills and those girls. So, no, they're certainly running very smoothly.
I'm disappointed in that, Cindy. I was really expecting Shelby to say, tell McCleary and their team to get stuffed, right? They just smashed it. And it didn't work, Cindy. I put the thing out.
Nah, not when they play nicely.
I was joking.
If they'd been a bit bitchy about it, I might have had a bit more to say, but
they're good sides.
They're playing nice netball and got them purring along.
Now, Cindy, let's talk about Shelby, because we need to. Tell us why Shelby's on the show tonight, besides the fact that we love to look at her lovely face. And you too, Anne.
Yeah, no. Thanks, Shelby, for joining us, because it's going to be a massive weekend for LBU to celebrate Shelby's 400th game playing with them. So big congratulations. It's huge.
Thank you.
Very exciting. So just I'd like to just read a few words about what Shelby's done at LBU, starting back in 1996, so 30-year history when it was the Northern Echuca League. And you've continued to obviously support and represent the club ever since. So, Shelby, correct me if I'm wrong, but you've always been a versatile player and you've played in every position over that time. They say that your main spot is usually you find one for the season. Does that sound about right? But you prefer the mid-court?
Last few years it's probably been centre, but
I'll just run through some of your accolades that you've won. So you've been runners-up, several best and fairest across A res and B grade. You've been awarded best in finals, coaches awards, and runners-up in the league best and fairest. You also earned the Robin Angove Developing Umpire Award in 2017, which you attained your C badge after umpiring for quite a few years. You've captained sides, you've been team manager and a committee member over the several years, and you've also had lots of stints coaching and assistant coaching. And obviously last year you were the A grade co-coach. But your main highlights obviously over the 400 game is winning the 2002 A-Res Grand Final alongside your sister-in-law. And what's your sister-in-law's name?
Shannon.
And 2018 you played when your two daughters, Casey, all took the court for the first time in LBU. And 2024 you got to play in the defensive circle with Olivia as well. So you've certainly had some special moments with family as well. So a big congratulations, and I know that you still umpire most weeks and obviously still play as well. So it's lucky LBU to have you for 400 games. Enjoy
it's a great
your day.
club to be a part of. I've clearly not really stopped much between kids or injuries or anything else, but it's just a great club to be around and lots of good people, and I love my netball, so it's very enjoyable.
Shelby, is it about could you put this in line? Is it the people? Is it the netball? Is it the community? Or is it just all wrapped into one? It's the reason you continue to go it?
Yeah, all of that really.
Yeah.
I mean, ultimately, netball is a very big passion of mine. And, you know, I would have played somewhere, but the fact that it's such a great community and club and people in it, that I've stayed there. Like, not long after I started at Lockington, my husband went in and played a couple of seasons in at Rochester. But yeah, I stayed at Lockie while he went into Rochi, and he eventually come back. So, yeah, just a great spot to be at. And obviously I started my netball at Elmore, so it's nice to be, I mean, obviously we've been back in the Heathcote League for a while now, but after the stint in the Bendigo League we had for a while, it's been very nice to be back in the Heathcote League amongst those community-minded clubs. So, and yeah, lots of great people along the way, not just from Lockie, but from other clubs. So yeah, it's great.
That's unreal. 400 games is a long time now when you think about it. Just play, what are you playing a season 18? If you play finals, you know, you play 20, 21. But so it's a long time. It's 20 years plus, isn't it really?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So snuck a few more in, and obviously the seasons in the Bendigo League were a bit longer. Probably a lot of weeks that I've played 2 games in a day. So that adds up. And yeah, I've been lucky enough not to be injured very often or for very long. So I haven't missed many in those circumstances. So yeah, very lucky really to have held up. The body's still in one piece. And this year I'm not playing full time. There was a lot of girls at the start of the season, but I am very humbled and honoured that the club have made sure that I've reached this milestone. I was hoping A-Res was going to sneak into finals last year, and I would have hit it in the final series last year, but was not to be. But yeah, very, very honoured that the club has seen fit, that they've made sure that I do get these games to hit the 400 milestone. I'm a bit of a numbers girl. I like the round figures.
Shelby, who are your biggest supporters? Like, I mean, you know, to get that far, you have to have a pretty good village around you. So, you know, who would be your biggest supporters?
Oh, really, the club is fantastic. Obviously, when the kids were little, my mother-in-law was around, and my sister-in-law, although we're often on the court at the same time. But pretty much everybody at the club always had an eye out, so they knew where the kids were. I was lucky, my youngest child, I'd set the pram up and say, there's the pram. She would put herself in it when she was ready for a sleep and go off to sleep. But yeah, and there's lots of fantastic people around that have sort of come and gone, but Mandy's probably been there for a long time and helped the kids, coached me, been ops manager. So yeah, so there's lots of fabulous people around like that. But as we sort of touched on before, it is a very much a community club. So yeah, obviously there was a lot of people watching out for my children while I was playing while they were little, and obviously early days, Mum and Dad got me to all the games, but that was more at Elmore than at Lockie. But yeah, lots of fabulous friends along the way, and yeah, family, and especially my in-laws has been a lot of support when the kids were younger. So
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, very lucky.
Yeah, congratulations. They used to, I did a a 70th anniversary for Bears Lagoon Serpentine, Anthea, and the ladies who came up was a Hall of Fame night too for 70 years, and the ladies that came up were gun netballers because they had a gun side in the 80s and 90s, and they used to call it jingle netball back then, Anthea. You know, I'm talking about here, Cindy, jingle netball. Do you know that in the 80s and 90s? Because what would happen is exactly what you just said, is that they'd all have kids off the court. So they'd be running around jingling. And as soon as a kid started to cry or whatever, they just get 40, 50 cents out of the pocket and throw it to them.
Oh,
Anthea's dropped out. She'll come back. So Anthea didn't like that question, but that was it. So those were different days. And they said we would always lose money on the court because the kids would want something. You just take something out of your pocket and your
all
skirt or
right.
whatever.
No, I haven't heard that expression before. There you go.
Yeah.
No, me either.
There you
Yeah.
go. You learn something new every day. So I get when you get out and about, these things happen. Yeah. Cindy, sorry, take over, please. There's Anthea. She's coming back.
Been back. Whoops.
Was that too
Sorry.
much? Was that, Anthea, was that question too much for you? Is that what it was?
You
My
had enough for
lovely
listening
mother
to
was
me.
ringing me and I pushed the wrong button.
Yeah, that happens. What I was saying, Anthea, is that back in the 80s and 90s, I did a gig for Bears Lagoon Surf for their Hall of Fame, 70 years. And the girls got up there and they had the team of the century, whatever. And the ladies were saying they used to call it jingle netball because what you just said before, the little one, is that they would have money in their skirt pocket. And when the kids came around and started screaming, they'd throw them 50 cents and go and get some lollies, nick off. So it was called, and see, Cindy, there's things you learn every day.
There you go. I'm jingle coaching at the moment. So I'm going to take that on. Yeah.
Jingle netball. Yep. That's how they played it. And the kids would then go and chase the money, nick off for another half hour. Probably wouldn't work these days. I don't know. Sorry, Cindy, take over, please.
That's okay. Just got a couple of updates from the league. So we're looking forward to the Minis Round Robin coming up. And we call it the Minis Round Robin and also the Junior Umpire Award. So that's on Sunday, the 26th of July, starting at 10 o'clock. Laura has put a call out for teams and umpire names to be sent in to her. But it is certainly pleasing this year. We have a sponsor of that day, which is Beck Legal. So, yeah, we thank Beck Legal for supporting that day for the juniors. And a couple of C badges also achieved again on the weekend. So a couple of the junior Colbo girls, Evie Reardon and Logan Sparks, received their C badges, which is great. I've certainly seen Logan around at Gala Day. She was actually at the Minis Day last year, so she's been super keen, and well done to both of those achieving them. That's certainly, to be such young umpires, they've got a big future in front of them. That's a couple of updates from me.
Obviously, recently, were you on Anthea when we spoke about Linda getting a B badge at your joint, Linda Christensen?
No, I think you spoke about that last week. But yes, that's very exciting, proud news out of our club, seeing Linda get her B grade badge. It's no mean feat trying to get that, and she's been dedicated. She's a brilliant advocate for umpiring in our club. We're extremely lucky to have her, and incredibly proud of her achieving that. It's fantastic.
It's hard to deal for me because I've got to put up with it. She's my daughter's best friend, so it makes it hard. Anyway, no, she's good. Her and Johnny. Cindy has been, by the way, you don't know Anthea and Shelby, Cindy's been sneaking down to Melbourne once a week to do a bit extra netty to get that badge. Is that right, Cindy?
That's the plan. I did it lots last year, and so next term I'm looking forward to doing that again for sure. Good netball there, and lovely all round. And the difference is you just don't know anyone, and off you go.
Yeah, which is
big difference.
I wonder with and I haven't asked the question. The Red Energy Arena, we get an extension. Whether some of the netball goes indoors instead of playing in crappy conditions like we had the last couple of days of rain. I think it's time, isn't it? Time to get some of those girls inside. No, Red Energy Arena. A lot of them play outdoors.
I went to the Strikers yesterday out at Jupiterton, and it's interesting watching them inside.
Yeah,
it's definitely better on your body, but I can't see going indoors yet.
Really? So where were they playing at Sorry, Cindy.
At the school at Jupiterton.
Yeah. What do you
At the
prefer?
new stadium in June, attend the school.
So what does everyone prefer, indoors or outdoors?
Indoors
We're
is better
talking
on the
about
body.
Playing. Indoor or
like
outdoors?
Saturday netball,
Yeah.
our Saturday netball. Cogho, how are we all going to get indoor courts?
I'm just asking the question, Anthea.
Oh,
Huh?
yeah, it would be lovely. Would be lovely. Dream
That's
big.
yeah. I'm trying hard, Anthony. You're smacking me down. What I'm saying is that the Red Energy Arena, if they're expanding, surely they're going to put some netball from in their outdoor courts, the Golden City courts, across to the indoors. You'd have to be doing that. I mean, surely.
Yeah, surely in there that would be part of the plan, you would hope.
Mm.
Netball's only growing in the region, so hopefully, but yeah.
Only
Very true.
growing. Try getting a ticket to when the Vixens and that play here. Good luck. I mean, I know the Melbourne teams play the basketball, but the netball is much more popular than the basketball when they put the tickets out. Good luck trying to get one. And probably Red Energy Arena. I've got to be careful what I say, but if you're going to take netball seriously, right, instead of when you walk into the arena and you look across and it says Golden City Netball, replace the basketball with a netball that's on the side. Next time you look at it and you'll see it and you'll go, you're right. Anyway, that's enough for me. Move on, please, Cindy, with this week's round, because I'm copying here and everyone tonight.
Let's look at round 13 coming up on Saturday. So Shelby's playing Heathcote at home game, which is nice. So, Anth, who do you pick out of LBU versus Heathcote?
Yeah, I think that will be a good game, and both teams should be going into it thinking they can get the win. I'll tip LBU.
Nice one. Cogho?
Yeah, I think Heathcote. I mean, I just think LBU lost the plot. Sorry, hang on. That was what I was. No, LBU for me, mate. Heathcote. Yeah, it's starting to get that time of the season where it's going to be hard. It'll get harder every week because.
Next one is big one. So first versus second place, Colbo versus Mounts. So Shelby, who are you picking out of this?
I'm going to say Colbo, but I think it will be a great contest, and I'd like to be out there to see it, but clearly I won't be. But yeah, I think it'll be a fantastic fantastic game, fast flowing. But yeah, I think at this stage, Colbo's still probably got the goods.
Cogho, how about you?
Yes. Well, Anthea's had a crack at me all night, and she hung up on me and then come back on, called me Camelhead. She's done all those things. So, look, I'll be honest with you. I think Anthea and the crew out there, Niley and all the guys, the ladies, I should say, I think they're annoyed with what happened last year. They've gone out and recruited. I would not be surprised if they win this week. It's at Colbo, though, isn't it, Anth?
It is, yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they got even really close to them. I think that as much as we don't want to say there's two teams in the comp, I mean, there's two very, very strong teams in the comp. And I think last year there was Colbo and the rest, being fair, were down here. I don't think that's the case now. I think, I wouldn't be surprised. Look, I know Jen will hate this, but I'll go with Anthea because I'm trying to suck up to it. I've been nasty to it.
Yeah. Well, Jen was saying she was still missing a couple of players and one of them might be still away, and they've also got their Ladies' Day at 2:30, so I think the excitement will be around that big day. They're raising funds for Lifeline Loddon Mallee at their Ladies' Day, so it will be a good one. So good luck, Anth. I'm sure you'll have a big training this week.
Yes, we're certainly looking forward to the challenge. We lost by 12 last time, which was a big improvement on the 30 goals in the grand final. So time will tell. Hopefully we can get a little bit closer. It's still plenty of time until September.
And
That's when you want to win, Anthea.
We don't want. What was that? We don't want to win.
That's when you want to win. Save your defeat for September.
Yeah. That's what we'll go with.
And let's be honest, we don't want to hear Jen's poor excuses about having a few players out. Come on, Jen. You're better than that. I better take that part out when anyway. No, look, it's a credit to the comp. It's going to be if you're out there and you get the chance to look at it, we might even try properly taping it this week for you, Anth, and see what happens, eh?
I was hoping, did you tape White Hills Colbo on the weekend?
Yeah, but the problem we have is that one of the issues, and yeah, before Cindy gets a violin out and says, "Oh, I've heard all this before." One of the issues is with taping it, particularly when you have no one to do it, is that you have to have height and distance. And like, say, White Hills, for example, had another game playing the other court. So people move it. So I've got to come back during the footy and it's on there at the moment. It's on YouTube, but it's only the last half. So, some of the things, look, if we had someone doing it, it'd be fine, but we're suck and see at the moment. Bit like that, Cindy, isn't it? At the moment, look, everyone's there to do their game, to play their game and enjoy it. They're not there to film and stuff. So yeah, but to answer your question, we will do as much. We'll be there. We'll be right next door. In fact, I'm going to commentate the netball, stuff the footy. I'm there the next week.
That's the go.
Look out! Look out! All right, next game is Elmore hosting to White Hills. So start with you, Cogho. Who are you picking out of Elmore versus White Hills?
Well, the thing is, last week Elmore would be cock a hoop, no doubt. And Adam, as I think you said, Anthea, he's here for a while and he's doing a lot of planning, which I think is great for Elmore. Good for them. But White Hills, who knows what team they rock up with? I would say White Hills.
Yep, Shelby, what about you?
Yeah, I think at this stage White Hills is probably still a bit too polished at Melbourne. They clearly to beat North by one. So this is possible, but I think White Hills are playing well, and if they can concentrate on playing, I think they'll do well.
Anthea?
What about you, Anth? Are you going any different?
I don't think you can tip against White Hills. However, if White Hills do have a few injuries and Elmore have got their tails up after a good win on the weekend, they wouldn't want to take them lightly because it could be closer than anyone perhaps thinks.
Exactly.
White Hills.
Good. And last one, Huntley's hosting Leachville Gumbow. So we'll stay with you, Anth. Who are you picking out this one?
Yeah, I'll go Huntley in this one. I think they'll just have a little bit too much class across the court.
Okay, we've got less than a minute. I've timed this beautifully. So I'm really good at timing out, Anthea. So what we do, Anthea, start us off with a couple of sponsors. You got 20 seconds.
Okay. We'll go Vermite Pest Control and Elmore Events Centre. We've got them both on board recently.
Yep. 2 sponsors, please, Shel.
So Mr. Frozen and Chidley, that's probably our 2 main ones.
Yep, beautiful. Cindy?
Yeah, I'm going to say Community Bank Heathcote and Nagambie being ongoing great sponsors for us.
Yep.
And mention Beck Legal as well, which has been great.
And Agnico Eagle. Ladies, thanks for your time. Good luck on Saturday, Shel. Good luck, Anth. We'll see you out there. And Cindy, we will catch up with you too.